Maria took a deep breath, adjusting her scarf to shield herself from the biting cold. The snow was falling heavily outside the restaurant, covering the streets in a blanket of white. She glanced at the address written on the delivery slip. It was for a cabin deep in the forest, a place seldom visited, especially on such a harsh night. Reluctantly, she slipped on her gloves and grabbed the warm food package, hoping the trip wouldn't take too long. The forest path was eerie, the only sounds being the crunching of snow beneath her boots and the occasional howl of the wind. Her flashlight flickered, casting long shadows that seemed to dance with every step she took. Maria couldn't shake off the feeling that she was being watched. As she trudged deeper into the forest, the trees closed in around her, their branches heavy with snow. Suddenly, a figure appeared on the path ahead. Heart pounding, she hesitated, unsure whether to call out or turn back. The figure stepped closer, revealing an old man with kind eyes and a worn coat. He smiled gently, holding a lantern that cast a warm glow. "Are you lost, my dear?" he asked in a voice that was both soothing and filled with concern. Maria explained that she was delivering an order and mentioned the address. The old man's face darkened for a moment, then he nodded. "It's not far, just follow the path and cross the bridge. But be careful, these woods can be tricky at night." Thanking him, Maria continued on her way, the old man's lantern light lingering in her mind. She soon reached the bridge he had mentioned, its wooden planks creaking under her weight. Suddenly, a loud snap echoed through the forest. One of the planks gave way, and Maria's foot plunged through the gap. She managed to pull herself up, heart racing, and hurried across the rest of the bridge. Finally, she saw the cabin lights through the trees. Exhausted, she knocked on the door. An elderly woman opened it, her face lighting up with relief when she saw the food. "Thank you, dear," she said softly, taking the package from Maria. As Maria turned to leave, the woman called out, "Be careful on your way back. This forest has a way of playing tricks on young souls." Maria nodded, feeling a shiver run down her spine. The journey back was quicker, though every rustle and shadow seemed more menacing than before. When she finally reached the warmth of the restaurant, her colleagues had returned, and she shared her eerie adventure. They listened with wide eyes, offering comfort and hot cocoa. That night, Maria learned that even the most familiar paths could hold unexpected surprises. And sometimes, it's the kindness of strangers that lights the way in the darkest of nights.